We are collectively known as Group 10, and we have chosen Overstock as our company of choice. My name is Troy Bowman.
Mark Howard.
Eric Bowen.
And Carlos Hernandez.
With Overstock, they specialize in a lot of different products, and their mission statement kind of sums it up. They want to have dream homes for all. And their statement simply says, Overstock makes beautiful and comfortable homes accessible by helping customers easily and confidently find what they want for less. A little background on Overstock. They were established in 1999. They are an industry leader in online retail, and this second quarter of this year, they grossed over $1 billion in sales. So they are a fairly substantial and large company. As far as products and services, they have a lot of products. They also specialize in one of the best shopping experiences through their retail app. It has won back-to-back awards from the industry leader, Abby. They lead the field in augmented reality shopping, so it makes people decide or be able to pick the chairs they want more easily. Speaking of users, they have over 5 million users on mobile, and 76% of those are categorized as loyal. So they have a very, very loyal fan base. Speaking of that $1 billion, their customer base triples year after year. So they have been very active in promoting their business and engaging with a lot of cutting edge technology. The requirements for us to go live with our database project, users must be able to order products, users must be able to have products shipped, and users must be able to track and monitor the order process. So with those requirements, we're going to move forward and jump into our conceptual model.
Based off those user requirements, we're able to create this conceptual model. And as you look at it, you can tell it's a very complex model with a lot of entities and relationships. We have 8 entities with a relationship between each of them. But at the center of all of this is the order entity, which links to shipping address, billing address, customer, product, order line status, carrier, and partner. As we continue to think about this, we had to focus on the cardinality constraints. A couple examples of these cardinality constraints are our customers can have many orders, and orders can only have one customer. Along with this, many products can be on an order. Along with this, we had, thinking about our participation constraints, we have both total participation and partial participation. For example, every customer needs an order, and every order needs a customer. An example of partial participation is with carriers. For example, every order has a carrier, but every carrier doesn't necessarily need an order. So based off of our conceptual model, we are able to build our logical model. And as we look at this, it is very similar to our conceptual model. Each table has the same attributes along with a unique identifier. The main difference is the order line table, which really is the relationship table of order line, connecting order, product, partner, product, and carrier.
As we translated these our conceptual and logical models into a set of physical tables, these are the ones that we considered. Overstock loves abbreviations, so you will see a lot of the language either in the table itself or in the title. In the case of ship and billing address, have some abbreviations in them. There are 2 primary groupings of tables, sort of feature tables, including things like customer, address, carrier, product, and partner, and then order, which is sort of the container for the information about a specific transaction with the company. So customer table, our primary values are an ID, first name, last name, and a creation date. Shipping address, so we split address into 2 primary fields. This is to achieve, to enable us to describe customers who might have a need to send a product to a place other than their billing address. So if they want to send a gift to a friend or family member, or if, say, a company is going to purchase and send to a specific location, they may have a billing address associated with a corporate account, but be sending to a particular location. So we wanted those tables to be able to be independent for each order. So with our address fields, we have a primary key and the primary address lines, city, territory, which in the United States tends to be a state, and country, because we cover both United States and Canada, and postal codes. Carrier could be more complex than this, but in interest of the project, we kept it fairly simple, a name and a grouping. Companies like UPS have a variety of different services that they provide, different forms of shipping that have different costs and timeframes associated with them. So this could have been more complex, but we went with this simplified model. Product includes quite a bit of meta information about the product. Some of that is used in determining shipping costs. Some of that is just useful in extracting to put on product pages like dimensions. And we have pricing information, MSRP for determining a sales value or trying to highlight a discount amount, our selling price, what it would appear on site as, and then first costs, which is Overstock's terminology for the cost from our supplier, giving us an idea of what our margin looks like for that particular product. Order header, similar to our class exercises. This has our customer ID, the ID for the shipping address, an ID for the billing address for that order, and the date time for that specific transaction. Our order line is, as we've talked about, kind of a hub of information, including the transaction ID, our product or short SKU item ID, the quantity of items purchased, which carrier is transporting this particular product, and the partner who is supplying that product. The order line status is intended to give a sense of what stage in the transportation or fulfillment process the order is currently in. That would be contained in this order line status code. The status start time and status end time give analysts and business users a way of determining which statuses are outstanding or lacking an end date time stamp versus those that are continuing or in process at a given time. And then finally, our partner table. So Overstock does not ship any or own any of its own product. All of its products are sold through third-party suppliers called the drop shipper model. And so the relationships between product and partner are very important. This table has information about who the internal contact or the buyer would be, the contact information in terms of address for the partner, address, email, phone number, and a primary contact name for getting in touch if there are issues or additional needs from the partner.
All right, so next steps. This is where we want to take our database next. We want to offer discounts and sales. So if any products have, discounts or sales, that is known for not only the employees, but also the customers. Along with that, we would also like to integrate sign-up incentives. And these would be, when you sign up on our website, you would get coupons and some sort of benefits. Along with that, loyalty reward programs, kind of the same thing as sign-up incentives, but when you buy a product, you get some benefits. Maybe it's like free shipping, or coupons for next purchases. Our marketing channels, we want to set up emails, campaign emails, and increase our advertising, maybe by having display ads on other websites, or if you've been, on our website, you get ads of the products you've been seeing or any products similar to it. Dynamic product grouping. So in this, we want to measure sales for a specific group of products. So for example, if bed frames are very popular, we want to see which bed frames and how they're bundled. We also would like to integrate some sort of reviews that customers can leave on certain types of products. And later our employees can check to see if there's something, a defect wrong with the product, or maybe they just weren't satisfied. Lastly, we want to have some sort of cancellations and returns. We want to know customers that have canceled their orders or that have returned it and the reasons why, and just so we can make our products better and see if there's anything wrong with them. And that is the end of our presentation. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.